Welcome back to Justice for All. Sorry it's been a while. Things kind of got, busy.
Yeah, I know. I've been playing that Twilight Princess HD recently. I might make a Let's Play of it. I'm not quite sure yet.
I can't wait to see the direction they do with Resident Evil 6.
Resident Evil 6? Really?
Honestly, you can't go wrong with Resident Evil 6. Or Resident Evil in general.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're gonna mix Dante into it.
I don't know how you could do that.
Would you want Dante to be in that?
Not really.
Hey, why not? It's Dante.
Not really. I mean, the worst they could do is turn Ashley the worst they could do is turn Sherry into a teenager and have her fall in love with the Dante ripoff.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
That's about as bad as making a live-action movie for the fourth time.
It's about as...
Okay, I can't... Okay. Welcome back to Justice for All. I am so sorry, people that have actually been wanting to see the rest of this.
And I'm sure Platinum will have all good games all around. And I hear their next Ninja Turtles game is gonna be really good.
Oh. I hear good things about what they're doing with The Legend of Korra.
Oh.
Am I the only one excited for Mario and Sonic at Rio Olympics?
Rio Olympics? I mean, after he was announced for Brawl, you gotta expect them to be more crossovers. Okay.
Okay, we should stop. We should stop with that.
Extremely long story short, we kind of put this on the back burner because, one, for a while the three of us just didn't have time to commentate, and then Luigi and Logic started making more co-commentaries that were shorter than this, so we figured, why not? They're only like 7 or so parts long.
Hey guys, did you hear the news? They announced a new Metroid Prime game! It stars the Federation!
That can do no wrong.
It's been that long! Oh my god!
Hey guys, did you hear the news? Geese Howard's in Tekken 7!
I thought he died.
He's immortal!
They're making a new console. It's codenamed the NX right now, but I'm sure it's gonna be really freaking unique.
They say it's coming out in 2017.
I call bullshit on that.
Hey, guy.
Yeah, and that new Zelda game, Zelda Wii U, looks fan-freaking-tastic. Can't wait to play that.
I hope they don't make a sequel to Sticker Star.
Again.
Oh god, I'm dying right now.
Yeah, okay. So pretty much like Sire Goku was saying, we went a while without doing this one in particular. We were doing other ones, but they were a lot shorter than this at the time, and we were just trying, we got busy with other stuff. I was still doing the Let's Plays at the time, when we had other projects going on. Life, in general, just got in the way.
The biggest part was the three of us, our schedules were really jumbled, and we couldn't actually get a decent time to meet up.
Especially throughout all 2016. That was when we would just not have any, coinciding, times.
Yeah. And then 2017 happened, and Muigi recorded... What was that? Was that when we were doing Xenoverse 1?
I can't even remember.
I think we were doing Xenoverse 1, because that was the first major LP we came back to.
Oh, one more for the 2016 flashback. One more for 2016 flashback. My summer's gonna be great. I'm gonna be playing the Mega Man successor, Mighty Number 9. It's gonna be great.
Please,
2016. What the fuck was wrong with you?
And I'm one of the defenders of that game. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it definitely didn't live up to the hype. You gotta believe that.
It's just really dirty. It's still good. It's still good.
And then 2 years later, they announced Mega Man 11. You know they're only doing that just to screw with him.
Oh my god. Okay.
Part of me kind of wants to part of me kind of wants to see Mega Man 11 just be meh, just so that people don't go like, "Ha, it's instantly better than Mighty Number 9" when it's just another Mega Man game. But at the same time, I want Mega Man 11 to be good. Damn it!
I could have said, "Hey guys, did you hear about the new Tekken game? It has Pokemon in it."
Oh my god.
All right, I forgot Pokken came out around then.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, to give you guys context, we're recording this on March 14th, 2018. Sire Goku made this part back in March 30th, 2016.
16.
This entire Let's Play has been fully recorded for 2 years.
If we waited 2 days, it would have been 3 years.
God damn. And I thought us... God damn, and I thought us having to re-record Sonic Adventure 2 6 times was bad.
Hey, in my defense, I needed that A rank.
But how many times can we sit there watching you do that space station stage as Eggman? Again.
It could have been worse. It could have been worse. I could have had the entire part be nothing but Knuckles or Rouge.
90% of that video was mech stages.
You're welcome.
And that wasn't even the bad part. It was the fact that we commentated over that same part 6 times.
And we tried to make it not so obvious that we did, I think.
Kind of like what we were trying to do at the beginning of this part.
But you're gonna have to forgive us because it's been 2 years, and we're just like, okay, we can barely remember what we did last time.
Like, I already know what's going on at this point, but I just don't care.
Yeah, we've all beaten this game. At this point, there's like 3 other Ace Attorney games that are out. Most of which we can't record because we don't have 3DS recording equipment.
Boy, I can't see what Phoenix Wright does in ancient Japan.
Oh my god. But if it's any consolation, I tried to record the entirety of Trials and Tribulations while we were on that 2-year hiatus. I didn't even get past the first case.
Yeah, just give him that sticker. There was an attempt.
An attempt was made.
There was an attempt, but Dahlia interfered.
Oh, actually, technically, I did make it through the first case. I mean, like the second case, the one where it's not a flashback.
Real case. The first real case, because
I didn't even say anything.
Actually, no, the first real case in that game is boring as shit.
And now I have the greatest meme that in our Dropbox right now is in there. See what happens when you cross a witch? See what happens when you cross a witch? Now burn on Microsoft's bitch.
God, that's a deep cut meme right there.
Yeah,
I love that one. It's still in there.
That was glorious.
The best thing is that it's still in there.
Are we just gonna look over everything we added in the Dropbox for the last 2 years?
Because most of that stuff's still in there.
And here comes a giant fist.
Like the more recent ones is like.
The more recent ones are all the Tails memes I just threw in here.
Yeah, like Colette equipped with fidget spinners instead of chocolates.
Or Kenshiro working at McDonald's. You're already fed.
No.
Or Hubert's head on Bayonetta because he's Hubernetta now.
God damn. You gotta be posting all these in the video when you edit this together.
I can do it now because I actually have all the pictures in there this time.
Or my favorite, the Tales of Symphonia cover, but replacing Kratos with Kratos from God of War. I look at that and I'll be like, that's a very short game.
What about the McFlurry?
Oh my god.
Or tainted Saray.
You know, I completely forgot about that. It's like, hey, do you know? No, I'm thinking like we should have made that joke on Pokemon Go. It was like, hey, did you guys hear about this Pokemon app they're making for your phone?
Shit.
Dude,
I can catch Mewtwo while taking a shit.
Mewtwo's literally floating right outside my window. All I gotta do is tap my phone. Okay, but that reference is old news. Pokemon Go's been dead for like a year.
Actually, it's still kind of going.
It's kind of going, but it's nowhere near as popular as it was the first month.
Oh, not even close.
I thought Fire Emblem Heroes took over it.
Fire Emblem Heroes did take over it because it's the only Nintendo phone game that actually plays like it's supposed to.
I love how we're talking over like the most important part of this case.
Who cares? Who cares? Matt's evil, but moving on.
Yeah. It's like, gee, I wonder if Matt Ungard is working with Shelly to kill her. No fucking shit!
I wonder if working with Shelly to kill her, we see as he has five Cyclops on him.
Yeah, not to mention it's all like now it's revealing. Oh, so you said you didn't kill him, so you're technically right. So you had someone else kill him.
But this is also the best case in the entire game, which is kind of sad when the only decent case is the final case in the game. Although you can kind of say that about the first game too, I guess. Sort of. Unless you want to count Rise from the Ashes, which, oh god, I never want to sit through that.
Yeah, that by itself was 30 parts.
I know! That alone was just as... That DLC thing alone was as long as our original LP of that.
Yes, it was.
Honestly, though, I kind of wish I was a part of that one, but at the same time, I didn't really have the time to like meet up with you guys. So that was another, like we were saying earlier, I didn't really have enough time to meet up.
You would have lost your shit at it being 30 parts. You're like, why is it not over yet?
Well, either way, I enjoyed what you guys did with it, so I'm like, shit.
This was also done back when we originally had planned on each of us doing one game in the trilogy. So, like,
look, I'm still down with Trials. I'm still down for Trials and Tribulations, but I think I don't know if you guys are still down for it.
We have to wait for you to re-record that, and that's going to be about as long as this game.
I know, but I think at the time is because we did Justice for All immediately after the first one, and then I'm all here thinking, I'm like, should we start Trials and Tribulations ASAP?
Well, that's because halfway through the first game, we all decided, okay, we don't want Luigi doing the entire trilogy by himself, so we chose to do the other two. So I chose to do this game and started recording it, and then you just decided, and so you said you would take Trials and Tribulations,
and then you fell off the face of the earth.
So you were waiting for me. Like, I finished recording Justice for All about 2 months after I said I was going to do it. And then Logic still hadn't started working on Trials and Tribulations yet.
Mostly because I knew we were going to be going ahead Justice for All for a while, commentary-wise, though. I didn't think it'd be this long.
And then Final Fantasy XIV took over your life.
To be fair...
that didn't happen until the end of 2016.
Okay, fine,
Just be glad the hiatus happened on the final case and not in the last case, because oh my god, if we were still on Turnabout Big Top, I think I would have to cancel this because it already took us like half a year to get through Turnabout Big Top because of how often it was for us to be able to meet up.
And then everybody cut off. Shit.
Like, hopefully, like, I mean, now I finally have more days off or nights off, so we can, like, we've been recording Fighters until, like, I kid you not, the only reason we started doing this part was because for part 8 of Fighters, Luigi's render was completely black, no sound, no video, and then we just looked in the Dropbox like, oh, hey, we still have Justice for All.
I brought it up. I know,
that's what I mean.
I'm the one that brought it up.
I know, you're the one who brought it up, but then like we were about to like call it a night, and then you brought it up, oh, right. There's still Justice for All.
I don't know whether we should keep going or just apologize. just throw in that Pokemon Go meme of Pidgey looking at scrambled eggs.
Guys, this has literally been sitting in Dropbox for 3 years.
2 years.
Almost 3 at this point.
Yeah, I was trying to say 3 days later it would be 3 years.
Like, we could have redone this LP twice at this point if we were actually keeping up with it.
I'm done with the Pixar.
This is the last one. I'm sorry. But I hope you're enjoying the fact that we just are constantly stumbling over every little excuse we came up with to not get this fucking done yet.
I'm sorry, but after Phoenix Wrong, I can't take Matt very seriously because he was singing the Justice Guy song.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
If I could be
That was a glorious one.
If I could be a superhero, I would be.
just this
Guy.
Was it before or after he revealed that he's evil?
Like, he was singing that part up until, like, he was all like, and then everybody will die, and then that's when he reveals his face.
You should cut them and stuff them with blood so they die. Especially Bob.
You know, this was a running gag we were doing with this, but you know, that security guard that's standing there is listening to this whole thing.
And they're not gonna do shit about it.
He's got witness testimony standing right behind this
And there's
guy.
also a video camera right there recording the whole thing.
Right.
But because the judge is such an incompetent asshole, we still have to go through with this.
No, he's just that stupid.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is that maybe this is one of those security cameras that doesn't record sound, so he's just like, heh, heh, heh. But then again, the security guard himself.
The security guard must really hate his job if he honestly can stand there in the same room with this guy that's blatantly admitting to the fact that he did the crime and not doing anything.
I'm more
about
wondering
it.
where he got the wine glass from.
Magic.
That's a very good question because I like Ted's excuse for like the best thing about On Guard is that he literally pulls chocolate milk out of his ass.
It truly is chocolate
They
milk.
It's supposed to be wine or bourbon. The ironic thing is the chocolate color makes it still look like bourbon at the so it still kind of looks like alcohol.
He pulled it right out of his ass. It truly is chocolate milk.
Yeah, this really shows off how much of a bastard On Guard is.
Yeah.
And poor Pearl must be traumatized by the end of this.
I'm pretty sure she is.
No wonder she doesn't show up for like 3 games. And by show up, I mean she appears in like the 5th game.
And then is
For,
never
like,
seen
a scene.
again.
A scene. Never shows
I mean,
up
technically,
again.
technically, she doesn't even show up in the 5th game until like DLC, I think.
Yeah, I think it was
No, I think
DLC.
she's in the final.
I think it was DLC actually.
I thought she showed up at some point in the final case, like right before Edgeworth shows up. Too.
And that DLC was amazing because you had to protect a dolphin in court.
That was amazing.
No, it was a killer. No, it was a killer whale.
Even better.
You had to cross-examine a killer whale,
Killer whale's a
And he had
killer.
a
No, he's not.
and he had a pirate hat.
Killer whale with a pirate hat. Clearly, he must be the murderer.
Oh my god.
I don't know. You cross-examined a parrot in the first game.
Yeah, but he didn't kill anybody.
Oh God, poor Maya's been trapped for 3 years.
Whose fault is that?
Maya, I'm
Mine.
so sorry.
It's your fault. It's your fault, you piece of shit. It's like Edgeworth's glaring at. It's like Edgeworth's glaring at you. You've been in this room for 3 years, and now
No
you're
wonder
just
I'm
realizing.
No wonder I'm the more popular of the two. And then suddenly we're in the police station. 2 seconds.
It's like, Edric, you've been holding that pose the entire time over here.
I've been sitting in this room for 3 years, waiting for you to say that.
Saying that's still not going to get you into Smash Brothers, right? Yeah, it's not going to get you into Smash either.
At least I'm in a versus game.
You weren't even playable in the crossover game on the 3DS. Yeah, well, I didn't want to be in that game. Just because I had a cameo in Project Cross Zone 2 doesn't mean I enjoyed it.
I can imagine, like, the excuse they have for just, like, for them not including a Phoenix Wright character in Smash is all like, oh, their series is way too mature. We all look at Bayonetta.
That's not mature at all. What are you talking about?
Shifty eyes.
Mature in another sense.
I don't
Alright,
think
this
that's the
is-
same thing.
Alright, this is the first game's official version of Edgy Edgeworth, where he's, like, super depressed about everything, which
So
he
you
has every reason to be... He has every reason to be depressed. His life kind of got destroyed by...
You ruined my life.
Like, actually,
He's like,
I thought that was Von Karma. Shut up.
You don't know that. Oh wait.
What is this?
like-
What is a lawyer?
All right, and this is where they get to the weird philosophical thing of like,
What is a
Lawyers
lawyer?
have,
A miserable little pile of secrets.
apparently lawyers in the Phoenix Wright universe have superpowers. Although there is the Majutama, so I guess that's not too much out of the realm of possibility at this point.
Yeah.
Dude, at this point we're dealing with psychic people. I think we can throw lawyers having magic powers. I think we can handwave that.
Edgeworth is actually the only character in this game that does, well, Gumshoe, but that's another.
I mean, like in the third game, we start dealing with a freaking android prosecutor.
That's true.
No, that's Cyclops.
Pretty much, but you know what I mean.
He's not really an android, but
I mean, he's kind of neat. Like, I really don't want to get to that point in case we do get to it, but I'm like...
we might
Fuck
get
it.
to it someday, but at this point, we're probably not.
Look, I'll
Don't
gladly
expect-
record it if I know for sure we're going to do it.
I think
Like,
I want to
don't
say something. I think the funniest part is the difference between the normal Ace Attorney games and the Investigations is that Investigations doesn't have any psychic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only game in the franchise that doesn't have like crazy mystical shit.
It's just Edgeworth being a logical fucker.
And the thing is, it actually makes it funnier when Edgeworth screws up in that, because he's just like, wait, did I actually screw that up? Oh god, I'm not as good as I thought.
Oh god! It's like, oh god, I lost my train of thought. Shit. Oh, hang on.
Oh god, I actually have to try.
No. It's like, oh shit, Gumshoe solved it. I'm losing my edge.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken that year hiatus.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken that vacation to the theme park.
It's like going to Germany was a bad idea.
Who builds a theme park out of a police mascot? Who does that
speaking
shit?
of the police mascot- Hey, speaking of the police mascot, there's the Blue Badger. He's just sitting there staring at our souls.
Again, after 3 years, he's still good at it. Keep.
At least it's not the giant cardboard one with the creepy music.
Do, 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 do.
I remember when I accidentally made you do that.
That was fantastic.
The last, like, you just added 2 minutes of you just zooming in on the Blue Badger as that song was playing. It wasn't even a jump scare either. You just slowly zoomed in on it until the video was over.
That wasn't even a jump scare. That was just me trying to make it creepy. I wasn't even trying to make it a jump scare.
I know.
If I could talk
I
about the
also
plot,
love-
though, like this is like the point where like the second game gets like its absolute darkest.
Yeah,
You're a defense lawyer. You have no soul.
This is when Phoenix actually gets his character development. You can make the argument that his full-on character development happens in the third game, but it all starts from this case.
But yeah, pretty much like he could either defend Ungard and send Adrian Andrews to jail,
Which is a depressingly evil ending, by the way.
And
Or
also,
he could
has
or
the
he
most
could try-
infamous typo of all time.
Oh yes, the miracle never
this-
happened.
Except I'm recording this off of the Wii version where they fixed that typo.
Shit.
Yeah. I think I could
Miracle
probably
never
mention it
happened.
if we get to that point, but like, it's like either you
Everyone
let a
knows
guilty
that.
man, either you get a guilty man set free, and then you get an innocent person sent to jail, or you send the guilty man to jail and your best friend dies.
I think in both negative and yeah. Well, actually, I think both Adrian and Maya die if you get the bad ending.
Yes.
Well, maybe it's implied that Adrian gets the chair, but it's like,
No, it's implied that Adrian gets arrested for the rest of her life, but Maya is flat out dead because Shelly kills her.
yeah.
And it's extremely depressing.
No, actually,
if you don't hate Maya.
I mean, like, if you do get the acquittal for On Guard, like, she gets sent to jail, but then, like, it's implied that Maya does get set free, but then Phoenix, like, kind of runs away from from being a lawyer after that because he feels he isn't worthy.
Well, he's also blatantly responsible for letting a guilty man go free,
Yeah.
and he can't face himself anymore with that. But again, the ending does imply that Maya's dead too, so it's not a good ending for anybody.
But the ending never happened, so...
Yeah. Damn it!
I was waiting for that.
And then the third game happens, where really the only important thing is the very last case. Again.
You
mean
gotta
that-
admit,
you mean
though,
that
the
case
entirety of the game builds up to the last case.
I mean, you also have, like, all the backstory on Godot, but...
I thought it was Godot.
I was
Godot,
like,
I'm not sure how it's pronounced.
I think it's Gato.
I was gonna call him Go-Goat. just replace his face with Go-Goat.
Nah, if anything, it's just like we just keep mispronouncing his name. At one point, I just say his name is Gogurt, and I replace his head with a freaking thing of Gogurt. With a tube of Gogurt.
Sniper Go-Goat.
Call him
Sniper Go-Got.
Call him Go-Go, and then call him Go-Go, and then just play Go-Go's theme from Final Fantasy VI for a couple seconds.
Call him Sniper.
Like,
Call him
I forgot-
Sniper Go-Got, and just replace his head with Sniper Joe.
You name him. No, I like the Go-Go thing better because it implies that when he got pulled through the dimensional rift, he got flung into the Phoenix Wright universe.
No, I think the best one would be if we just call him Cyclops, and you just and whenever he violently reacts, you just have him use an I-beam. Unibeam.
Also, every time I think of Shelley, I always think that he talks like Alfred from TAS Batman. I don't know why, but he reminds me of an evil Alfred from Batman. Maybe it's because he's masquerading as a butler in this game.
Right now, the only Alfred I can remember is the one from the Lego Batman movie.
Well, that one's hilarious, so I can't.
It's hilarious
I can't
because he
blame you for
dresses up as
liking that
Adam
one.
West Batman and beats everyone up.
I mean, the only thing I can respect from
Like-
the killer right now is the fact that like he's doing this as strictly as a professional killer. Like he's not making it any more personal than it has to be.
The thing that bugs me about the killer is that
He's never taken in.
and Capcom just stopped using him. Like they make him, they They build him up to be like
you
a-
don't want to bring in a professional killer that's recurring
No,
because
but
at that
like-
point then
like
it'd
they
be
make-
personal.
No, but it's like they build him up to be like they build him up to be a recurring villain, and he does come back in
Investigations
2,
Yeah.
and then he disappears again, and you never see him. Like they just forget that he exists.
Shelley the Killer for Ace Attorney 8.
Well, by that point, he's probably long dead.
No, hell no.
I mean, isn't like the end of Ace Attorney 5 like the one
7.
where like there's some kind of entity that's fucking with like the judicial system, and then like Phoenix, Apollo, and Athena, they all like admit that they're gonna try to take him down.
They tried to do that with Dual Destinies. Like they start off by saying that they start off the game saying like there is like law and order no longer exists because like someone blows up the courtroom. So it's like there's anarchy and stuff, and then they never go anywhere with that plot. After that, they just forget about that.
Well, I think like it implies that after like Phoenix got disbarred from being an attorney, like everything went to shit because everyone was starting to not trust the system anymore.
I don't know. I never actually finished that game, unfortunately.
Because they saw Phoenix as like a paragon of like the judicial system, and like, oh, he can do no wrong. And then once he got disbarred, like, oh fuck, never mind.
Meow.
Was that Lionel?
No.
No, that was in game.
Yeah, that was the actual game.
Oh.
Meow.
Okay.
Random ass cat. Meow.
At the end of that transmission. And they're
Yeah,
like,
there you
oh,
go.
nah.
Oh yeah,
That's the
yeah.
cat.
There's the kitty.
I think at that point, isn't it like Phoenix is like, oh my god, I recognize that cat.
That motherfucking cat.
Hey, it's Lionel. No,
You should
that's not
replace
Lionel.
that with you should replace that with the Tomcat. Be like, there's that fucking cat again.
or I can replace it with your cat.
No, replace it with Tomcat. Be like, there's that fucking cat.
He was like, "Oh shit."
It's like, you go save Maya. I'm gonna go stall for. Like, great. Now I have to be the one that stalls. You better give me my own game for this, right?
You look back and there's Pearl just doing juggling. I swear I'm not distracting.
Oh,
It's been 2 years, but we
we
did.
finally got another part done.
It's been 8,000 years.
We will finish this.
Okay, I'm gonna
We
make
will
that an
finish
edit right now.
Or was it 8 or
We
3?
will
I can't
finish-
remember.
I think it was 3,000 actually.
Fuck it. Just Photoshop the 3 into an 8.
We will finish. We will finish this somehow, even if it involves me jumping through the internet and hog tying these two down so we can get through it. Damn it!
Hey guys,
That's on you. I still have work most of the time.
Hey guys, you hear about that new Mario game? It looks like it's a remake of Sonic Adventure.
Oh my god.
It's like Galaxy without the gravity gimmicks.